like it's hard to break through, that first wall with a Capricorn, because it's like they do have such busy lives already planned out.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, someone new's coming in. Do I really want to make time for you? Like, not really. You know?
Yeah. For real.
Like, how can they even like start to build something with you if you won't even like kind of give them a little bit of the time?
Again, it is that protective barrier. Capricorn feels like people have to prove themselves to them, you know? It's like that. I take myself seriously, very seriously. So why the fuck should I consider dating you? Like, you know?
What's good, y'all? Welcome to our channel. I'm Maya.
And Sarah.
And we are charmed and dangerous.
Because, you know, we're charming.
And we're dangerous.
We're dangerous by birth.
And maybe a little hurtful when we telling people why
people don't want to date you.
Yes. So, if y'all didn't know, this is going to be a reaction to a list that we found. So, you know, don't get mad. This is not us saying these specifically about you, but we may be agreeing. So maybe then you can get mad, but don't really get mad. Okay?
Don't get mad.
It's all in good fun.
Let's all hurt each other's feelings.
Yes.
Because we're in this list too.
Exactly. So let's just get into it. So let's start from the top with Aries. Why people don't date you, Aries, is because you're loud and you got a bad temperament issues.
I mean, I just have to laugh because the video we just filmed before this one was Aries' most toxic trait, and I picked their reckless behavior and you picked their
anger issues.
Yeah, so you know, it says it in the list. Not to toot our own horn, but toot.
Right.
I feel like yes, that is very much true. You know, Aries is very passionate and their energy is it's so fun to be around. Like, you don't know what you're gonna do. And they're always telling you that they love you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're a very present lover.
Yeah, they are.
But once you witness that loud and, you know, that loudness, more so than yelling at you. Yeah. And then the temperament issues and, like, just always going off on people or just not being so in control of their emotions.
Yes.
And again, we're talking about toxic Aries that are low vibrational. I'm sure not every Aries has temperament issues. Some of them have worked on it. But I would assume people that don't want to date you, that's probably one of the reasons. Yeah. You yell at them and you're angry.
No, you're super explosive. I feel like Aries feelings can be so explosive.
Yeah.
You know? And whether that, be sometimes with passion and love or with anger. And you really just don't know which one you're going to get sometimes.
And if you get your feelings hurt, I feel like easily, you're not going to be able to receive this passion, because the way Aries expresses their passion is through loudness.
Yes.
And kind of just talking over you because they're so passionate about you.
Yeah.
But if you don't understand that about them, you will feel like they're bulldozing over you. Yeah. And you will run away because you're like, why are you fucking yelling at me? Aries is like, I fucking love you. Right. Okay, next we have Taurus, and it says, why people don't date you? You're too stubborn.
Yes. Yeah. I think Taurus, I know Taurus is the most stubborn entities I know. Like, they do not turn on their values or like want to change their mind really on anything. They love what they love and they're sticking to it.
Yeah, honestly, you know how they say like a relationship requires compromise? I don't think Taurus agrees with that at all. Like, to them, it's like, this is the way I lived my life single, and if you want to be in my life, now you're gonna live life like me when I'm single. Like, we're gonna do things the way I do them because I'm the only person that's ever been correct in the history of time.
Yes.
And I could understand why people would be like, well, you're too stubborn. Like, I do things a certain way. Like, why can't we meet halfway? And Taurus sometimes just doesn't even want to understand why your way is the right way for you. No. They just don't see outside of that. They believe that they figured it out. Yeah. And to other people, that's hurtful because they've been adulting before they met you, Taurus, or like they've been living life before they met you. They do things a different way. If you're going to be too stubborn, I could see them not wanting to be around for that. Yeah. You have to find the right person, but you know, most people are like, no. Yeah. You know?
No, truly. I feel like compromise is not in a Taurus's vocabulary, and they really don't, they just love their things so much. They're fixed. Earth. You know what I mean? And I feel like, when you try, I think that really irritates me about them too. Love you guys. When you try and talk to them about changing, it really just goes completely in through one ear and out the other.
It's the most
not even in through the ear.
No. They hate it. They hate it. They hate that you're talking to them about them.
Right. They've zoned out.
Yeah.
Because they know best.
That's the only time I truly see Taurus. Like, they're like blank behind the eyes.
Yeah.
Usually they're very present and grounding when they're giving you advice, like you're laughing together.
Right.
But when you're talking to Taurus about them and like something that you want them to change,
Yeah.
all of a sudden a blank look. They're not here. Suddenly they're an air sign. They're gone.
Next we got Gemini, and why people don't date you, Gemini, is because you have a lot of mood swings.
As the Gemini moon, yes. I would confirm. Some would even say Gemini moons are more moody than Cancer moons, you know? Because I truly feel like Gemini's ability to see both sides all the time, it also translates into our moods. You know what I mean? Like, I'm looking at this thing and I'm happy right now, right? But then the other Gemini twin looks at it and is like, actually, I hate that. And now we're in a bad mood. Like, you see how that goes back and forth all day long?
Yeah.
You know, we could be in a really good mood and then we're not. And to people that date Gemini placements, they're gonna look at you like, I can't figure you out. Are you happy or are you not? Because today you were the happiest person on earth and tomorrow you're not. And that's because of our duality.
No, it's true.
Not to make excuses, like fucking figure it out, Gemini. I also feel like Mercury obviously is constantly processing so many different things, right? So I feel like when you're taking in as a Gemini placement all these different things from all these different sources, and you see a Gemini, they're on their phone, they're watching something, they're reading something. Like when you're doing all those things at once, being a great multitasker, of course one of those things is gonna fuck with your mood or change your mood. Or you're in a bad mood, now you're happy. Like that's how fast Mercury works.
Yeah.
So I feel like that translates into a Gemini's moodiness. And like I said, to a lover, to a person that is dating you, like they just can't figure out whether you like them or not, whether you're happy or not. And to be honest, in a relationship, you want a little bit of groundedness.
Yeah.
So if someone sees that you're constantly moody, it might make them want to pull away. Okay, next we have Cancer, and it says, why people don't date you? Because you focus on yourself a lot. Did a Cancer hater make this?
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
Cancer's
really true.
dumb.
I feel like that's not true. I feel like they're all about like making, like loving on their people and loving their family and like spending time with them.
I was gonna say, I feel like what I would write for Cancers is because you're impulsive.
Yeah.
You know, as someone who had Cancer best friends, like they would lead with their emotions, and if I was on the receiving end of that, I would be feeling all that cardinal water coming towards me, and it would be very scary. And again, it was impulsive, so I didn't know where it came from.
Yeah.
And I feel like as someone who dates a Cancer, I could see that being scary. I could see people thinking like, you are irrational.
Yeah. No, they feel reckless. They feel reckless. I agree. I feel like for me, what I think of why I wouldn't date Cancer is like, yes, they're reckless, and the anger issues. Like, not even just anger. It's like, yeah, I don't know how.
Anger.
Yeah, like I don't know how your emotions are always gonna be.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of similar to Gemini in that way.
Next, we got Leo, and it says, why people don't date you, Leo, is you're really intense.
I could see that.
I actually agree with this. I feel like anytime I tried to casually date a Leo, they came on so strong. Like they came on really, really strong. And I feel like Leos are really big lovers.
Yeah.
And they want to be, I feel like, in committed relationships too. Like that fixed fire, they want to give all their love to you. So I feel like I can see this being really intense and overpowering at first for people.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to like, you know, talk about Leos like they're God's gift to earth, but I do feel like Leos are very, very confident.
Yeah.
And comfortable with themselves. And sadly, in today's society, most people are very insecure. And that's a fact.
Yeah.
So I feel like when they're around someone who has no problem being front and center all the time, talking to everyone all the time, being the sun, like you would have to be in a really, really comfortable place to even want to be around that.
Yeah.
You know, so I could see people not fucking with you in that sense, but you know, it could also be a negative thing. Make people more comfortable. Don't make it about you all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and if you see someone who maybe is not as comfortable being in the spotlight or working the room, maybe be more sensitive to that. Be by their side as their partner.
Yeah.
Because I could see people looking at you and being intimidated by it and then choosing not to be around you because they don't know if they're always going to be overshadowed by you.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
I'm not saying dim your light at all, but you know, just be a little bit more sensitive to those around you. almighty sun.
Yeah, I mean, ask questions about people. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I feel like Leo can very easily fill up the room and space with their greatness and voice.
Yeah.
But it's important to like look to your partner like, you want to join in the conversation?
Yeah. Next we have Virgo, and it says why people don't date you because you're really controlling.
I can see that.
That's the one right there. We all know Virgos are control freaks.
Yes, nitpick till the death of a relationship.
They will, because to them, they figured out perfection. You know what I mean? And if they see a flaw in the way that you do things or in the way that you are, they can't even control themselves. They're gonna tell you, like, I noticed this little thing that you do, and honestly, if you were to just fix it, life would be so much better. So you fix it, and then the next day they have a new one. You know what I mean? Like, it's not done. Every day, they'll be like, okay, good, fine-tuned you. Okay, next day, okay, you need to work on that.
Right. They're like, convinced you of one thing, now's the next, now's the next.
Like, if you were to ask your Virgo partner, so can I see the list of all the things I do wrong? Oh, are you sure? It's a lot.
Oh my god.
So it's like, of course people are gonna be like, I don't want to be under the microscope dating you, because dating a Virgo is very much that. Like, you are kind of under a microscope because they're very much, they have attention to detail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're gonna be analyzing the person they're dating.
Yeah.
And not everyone wants to be analyzed like that and controlled to be better.
Yeah. And Virgo, you're not being helpful when you do it. You think you're being helpful, but you're not.
Sometimes you are. Again, pick your battles.
Yeah, and watch how you say it too.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Don't say it so factually.
Right.
Add some emotion into it.
Uh-huh.
Like, this would really make me feel better if you did it like this, instead of like, you do it wrong and it irritates me.
Right. Gross.
You're welcome from a Libra Mercury.
Next, we got Libra, and why people don't date you, Libra, is because you're too friendly with everyone.
Yeah, like that nail on the head. Like, yes, truly, truly, Libra, you are just out here flirting your fucking life away with every fucking body.
Yeah, I feel like when you walk into a room and like you see Libra doing their thing, you're like, who's the Libra dating? Is it?
You don't know. It could be anybody.
It really could, because you're out here giving all the love and attention to everybody equally.
You don't know how to make your lover feel special. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna be someone who's very flirtatious and friendly, do it by all means. But it becomes a problem when your partner doesn't feel special because you treat them like you treat everybody else.
Yeah.
This is why people wouldn't date you. Not because you're friendly and you talk to everyone. There's plenty of people in the world that are in committed relationships and they're just friendly. They love to flirt. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
But again, if your partner doesn't feel comfortable with that because you just make them feel like any old Joe schmo,
Right.
they're gonna feel like, okay, maybe I want someone that's a little bit more committed to me.
No, truly.
And that everyone will know that they're with me when we're in a room together.
Yeah. Yes. Libra, this is the one time where it's okay to like have the scale tip a little bit in someone else's favor over others. You know what I mean?
Libra's like, it's not fair if I show my partner more attention than everyone else. Life's not fair, Libra.
Right, you gotta treat everyone equally. No, the people you love get a little bit more special treatment, okay?
Yeah, but like Libra is such a social sign, so like they show themselves, they're shining the most when they're talking to people.
Yeah.
All kinds of people. They're that social butterfly. So we're not saying change that again. Yeah. If you want more people to be into you, I mean, Libra doesn't have a problem.
No, at all. People love it. They see them doing their thing and they're like,
I don't date you.
Hey, hottie.
Okay, next we have Scorpio, and it says why people don't date you because you're really intimidating. Are we scary?
I don't think you scare me.
Are we scary?
Yes, no, I can see why people would see that you're intimidating. Especially like before they really get to know you and stuff.
For sure. I mean,
Like-
when they do get to know us, we're more intimidating.
Yeah. I feel like I realize you guys are softies.
No, we're softies, but only our lovers know when we get crazy and we're comfortable with you. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So don't push us over the edge because that intimidating will just turn into straight rage.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't come from nothing. We have a lot of emotion back there.
No, it's true. And it takes a while before people see that you're actually sweet.
Yeah.
Really. Before they realize that you're not intimidating.
Yeah, but I could definitely see this. I feel like it helps us out because the weak don't get very far. Like, I feel like when people are intimidated by you, they're definitely not going to be coming up to you. They're going to fill you out, maybe ask someone about you, and then finally make their way to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Scorpios just put up, they have big walls, you know, and if you're good enough, you'll come over them. You'll work through them.
Yeah, for sure. But again, Scorpio, if you want more people to approach you, yeah, maybe show that softer side of you, the side of you that only your close friends or family know, because then people will feel like, okay, I have an in now. Like they shared something with me that it seems like they don't share often, and now I feel comfortable to pursue you. You know?
Okay, next we got Sagittarius, and why people don't date Sagittarius is because we're never serious.
Yeah, that is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Sag is the life of the party, Sag is the adventure, and like all those things are really fun. But again, most people that want a committed relationship, they want to be with someone that takes themselves seriously.
Yeah.
And they want to be around someone that's a little bit more grounded.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean there aren't people out there for you, Sag, but like generally when people are like trying to figure out, okay, I want to make this person my girlfriend or my boyfriend, they're like, do they have time for me? Do I ever see them with a partner, or are they always out and about? You know what I mean?
I feel like the things that people value about Sag aren't things that they put together with being in a successful relationship. Really.
Yeah.
You know? like you're saying, we are the life of the party. I feel like we are prone to like go travel and escape. And like to most people, I feel like that's like not something that is reliable.
Yeah.
Not somebody who's like committed or wants to settle down. I think that's the other thing.
Okay, next we have Capricorn, and it says you're always busy.
Yes, I feel like Capricorn don't make time for people.
Yeah. Again, I mean, some of these I'm like, well, do people deserve time? No, some people do, but like, again, I feel like this is Capricorn's way of like weeding out the weak. Like, if you truly want me and you see that I don't make time for people, you will try and see if you can wow me in other ways. But yeah, Capricorn, if people see that you don't make time for anything other than work and like your family, whatever, they're not gonna feel comfortable enough to approach you.
Yeah. I feel like it's hard to break through, that first wall with a Capricorn, because it's like they do have such busy lives already planned out.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, someone new's coming in. Do I really want to make time for you? Like, not really. You know?
Yeah. For real.
Like, how can they even like start to build something with you if you won't even like kind of give them a little bit of the time?
Again, it is that protective barrier. Capricorn feels like people have to prove themselves to them, you know? It's like that. I take myself seriously, very seriously, so why the fuck should I consider dating you? Like, you know, it's like a fucking interview almost. It's like a business fucking interview. Like, as you can see, my time is filled up 95%. I have 5% left for you. Is that good? Okay, now we can move on to the next question. Like, how much of me do you expect to have throughout the week? Like, Capricorn doesn't go about it like this, but truly that's what they're thinking.
Yes.
And for some people, the process is already a little bit too difficult. And the relationship hasn't even started yet.
Like, I just wanted to have dinner. I wasn't trying to wait 2 months.
Yeah. Capricorn's like, well, we're gonna have dinner now. That means you're gonna expect to see me next week.
Next, we have Aquarius. And why people don't date you, Aquarius, is because you're aloof and dismissive.
Yeah.
I feel like Aquarius doesn't always show how really interested they are in you. You know what I mean? They can be in a relationship with you, but you still don't really know where you stand with them. And I'd imagine that that would be confusing for a partner sometimes.
Yeah. Aquarius just doesn't want to be held back, you know?
No.
They're always thinking about the future. They're living in the future, like what could be. So I feel like at the end of the day, if you want to be with an Aquarius, you have to be used to the fact that shit is nonchalant. You know what I mean? And I don't think a lot of people, again, in a committed relationship want nonchalant. They want someone who is reassuring them.
Yeah.
Someone who is constantly telling them, yes, I do want you. It feels nice. You know what I mean? But if you're always dismissive or making light of matters of love, which Aquarius loves to do.
Yeah.
Aquarius likes to laugh it off, like, you know what I mean? Simping and shit.
Yeah.
But like, you want love too. But again, if people are looking at you as someone who is just not interested and they're just too cool for love, they're not gonna want to approach you.
No, for real.
Or even take you seriously.
Yeah, I feel like low-key Aquarius values their individuality so much that when someone gets too close in a relationship, they're like, okay, but do you love yourself still?
Yeah.
Like, where are you? So then they could maybe get cold in that moment too. It's like, I want to be in a relationship, but like,
again,
know know your place.
Yeah.
Know your boundaries.
They're also used to being the outlier, you know? So like when you're with someone, then you guys are like a package, and Aquarius doesn't know how they feel about that.
Yeah.
Because again, are you gonna embarrass them? Aquarius is very judgy, much like Virgo. But if they notice that you could be a liability, they'll be like, no, we're just friends.
Right.
They're like, I would give them the award of like the best people to be like, oh no, we're just friends. We never dated. We were just friends. Meanwhile, like you felt like you guys went on 10 dates.
Oh my god.
But to Aquarius, that was just like y'all hanging out.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
You know? Okay, last we have Pisces, and it says that why people don't date you. You can't compose yourself. That's fucking funny.
It's funny. It's
true. It's true. You are. I don't even know what to say. You're all over the place.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun because you get to be all over the place with them. But again, it's kind of like Gemini too. These mutables. Like, it's not something that someone that wants a relationship always wants to take on. Like,
yeah.
you know, if your partner is always all over the place, you know, because you can't compose yourself, you're gonna feel like they're a liability.
Yeah, 100%. And how do you feel you can go to them also in a relationship when you're like, you can't even handle your own emotions? I can't trust you with what's going on with me too. You know what I mean? Like, you can't give me any sound advice. I feel like that's also part of a relationship, you know? So being able to trust in them. And I feel like when you can't compose yourself, I can't trust you.
I don't know why, like when I'm imagining this, like I just imagine, I don't know, like a Pisces, like just like waking up, like there's this dirty ass room, there's like 3 pizza boxes. They had an interview that they missed at like 10 a.m. It's 1:30 right now. You know what I mean? Like obviously this is a sad thing, but like, you know what I mean when I say like Pisceans are known to be lazy.
Yeah.
You know, and if you can't compose yourself in most relationships, people are not going to want to be around you because they want someone that they can build something substantial with.
Yeah.
And Pisces sometimes has a hard time getting their life in order. So how can your partner have a future with you if you can't figure your shit out?
Yeah. It's like you're building so much in your fantasy world, you need to focus on the reality a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
and I get it. Fuck responsibilities. They're fucking annoying. But at some point as an adult, you need to do the shit you gotta do to be okay.
Right.
You know? We can complain all day. And trust me, I do. But I still do what I need to do.
Yeah.
And I suggest you do that too, Pisces. If you want more people to date you. If not, just keep doing you.
Yeah.
And that's the case for all of these signs. If you're not trying to date anybody, if you just want to be single, fuck these traits. Fuck whatever they're telling you. Just continue to be your toxic self. It is what it is.
Right. Somebody will love you, you know, regardless.
Yeah.
Honestly. Somebody may not
Somebody
find...
equally as toxic.
Right.
Because balance.
Exactly. Yeah. You know?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, lovely people. Thank you for kicking it with us while we discuss this very messy list. Again, don't be mad at us. Be mad at the list.
Right.
Don't forget to comment down below what you think of your trait, or maybe someone that you dated in the past and decided to not date anymore because of their toxic trait. Please comment down below. Like, we love interacting with you guys.
Yes.
We are going to post our socials somewhere over here. Don't forget that we post our YouTube videos every Monday and Thursday, and a podcast every Wednesday, video format on YouTube, and then links for everywhere else is in the description box. We love you guys so, so much. Eclipse season is starting. Yes. Okay, so take care of yourselves. Bye.
Bye.